What's up, man? It's your boy Big Rob, and welcome back to Big Rob Reacts. And y'all know what it is, man. Y'all got three things to do before I start the video. That's like, comment, and subscribe, man. And we're gonna get straight into it. We ain't gonna cut no corners. We trying to get to that 400. I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all subscribe, sub. I can't stress that enough. Please sub, man. If you gonna watch this video, sub, man. What do it cost you to hit the subscribe button? I just want to know. I want to know. Like right now, I want to know what do it cost you to hit subscribe to help another person out. It don't cost nothing. But I ain't gonna stress you too much on that. But I'm gonna get into the news. I mean the video, cause this ain't my news. Y'all, if y'all want to hear news, I'm gonna be hitting that Big Rob news. It's gonna be Big Rob news. Right? And it's gonna let y'all know what's going on in the world and all that good shit. But we got Trenches News. LiL Durk was scared of King Von. Von had all the real niggas behind him. Let's go. This Vlad, man.
Do you think that Dirk saw this coming? Because think about it, right before he got arrested, he did the whole push and peace thing on stage with FYB J Main, where he showed like pictures of his enemies, like including FBG Duck and everything else like that. He'd been Muslim for a while, but I feel like he went
Trying to get his ass away from the feds. But y'all know that didn't work out how he wanted it to work out. So that's just how that go.
extra Muslim right before he got arrested.
Yeah, he went a lot of extra. You got to think about it, Vlad. He wiped his record. Wiped his record. He knew they was coming, Vlad. He wiped the whole record.
What record?
Like we criminals. We ain't thinking about going and wiping no records, man. You got millions of dollars. Well, you ain't got to wipe your record. You know what I'm saying? Like you still could go overseas. You was going overseas with the record that you got.
Mm.
So it's like he knew they was coming, man. And then the peace thing, like I tell everybody, it's a good thing, Vlad. Like he played people. That was a whole play. But it was a good thing. You know how you got kids still believe in Santa Claus,
Yeah.
but you as a grown person know the truth. So let them kids believe that peace was real. Let them think that, you know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
them putting a picture up there, like it's a start somewhere.
Damn, that was a good metaphors. Let them kids still believe in Santa Claus. Let them kids believe there's still peace y'all pushing. So they don't think, oh, this shit fake. Because once you start believing Santa Claus fake, you gonna be like, what they call it when you don't want to listen to your parents and shit. Um, Whatever. But y'all know what I'm saying. They gonna go to being another way towards the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Well, but that was a whole play, man. That whole situation was a play. That was a play for Dirk. He needed that. He tried to clean up his image so when they do come, you can say that in the court. I was under United Center, I had the ops up there, all that bullshit that he gonna try to run by them.
Man, look, I've been on this recently because I really had to think about this whole situation for a long time. Because being in hip hop, you always have access to people who are violent, who are criminals, that will do violent things in your behalf, that are still in the streets. But when I look back on my history, I remember I had to cut off a whole bunch of people some years back because I was like, look, these people are still active criminals. Now, I have very close friends that used to be criminals that have done jail time, even killed people or various situations, but they've turned their life around. They're not doing anything illegal anymore, and I could have them around me. I've had them at my house, everything else.
I think Vlad always got a story about his homeboys being criminals and he getting a kilo of cocaine and all this shit here. That shit be tripping me out, man. I have to go kill this guy, and he tell one story he had to go in a nigga house and beat him half to death. Oh man, I thought he was dead. That nigga Vlad be tripping. But
Everything else like that. But
hold on,
I
yeah.
realized some years back that look, if you are still actively doing crimes, if you jump in my car and you have a dirty gun on you, like you're putting my safety at risk.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying. Okay. I picked up the car a few months ago and watch this. Ready? $97 premium,
Oh
$20 were my
shit. We
fees,
gotta get rid of that.
118.
Hold on.
right? We get pulled over, you drop the gun on the floor, and you say it's not mine, and it's my car. I potentially have a drug case, a gun case, or you have some work on you. You drop it in my car, or I get caught up in your bullshit, and suddenly I have to deal with it. I realize I gotta separate myself from anyone who's actively still doing crimes, whether it's scamming, robbing, stealing, drug dealing, whatever else. And I feel like when you see rappers get into situations, like, you just saw with the Young Thug case, having all these people like Woody around them and all these other dudes who are out shooting cops and everything else like that with YSL in their name. When you look at the Dirk situation, you got a bunch of guys that are in his vicinity, like a Vonnie, who's out getting guns and ski masks and putting together hit squads and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He at the level he is in life, I don't see why you would even have someone around that like you. You're making so much legal money. You're paying taxes. You have actual employees. You have
You're a white boy. You wouldn't understand why niggas. I don't either, but at the same time, you wouldn't understand at all. You're a white boy, you're rich, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like when you come from the hood, it's hard to take that hood shit out of you. So you bring criminals with you on the road. You bring criminals with you to your new home. You bring criminals around you, and you have to, cause some niggas don't want to pay security when the security ain't gonna protect you like your homeboy will. You know what I'm saying? Security ain't gonna protect, which is the smartest thing to do. Get your security and play it like that, but nigga don't think like that when they coming from the projects, from the slums, from 63rd, from Parkway, all this shit. Come on, man. Nigga don't think like that.
you have payroll. It's like you have legitimate business deals on the table. Those people will drag you down if you start to engage with them. Because think about it, like at this point in my life, I don't have anyone that can go shoot somebody. All my security is
Right.
like LAPD, NYPD. They're gonna look at me crazy if I ask them to do something like that.
As you should. You a
But
white
why do you
boy.
think Dirk had shooters around him to the point of actually doing stuff?
Cause he's black and he's from the hood. It is different type of people. You're white. You're from I don't know what Vlad from, but this man from Chicago. This man from the hood. This man from the trenches. This man is from where it get grimy at. He gonna have that coming out of that area. And when niggas get rich, they don't think logically about switching shit up right then. Niggas be still stuck on their hood ways. Nigga get rich too fast. Boom. In the blink of an eye, you rich. You ain't gonna just leave your hood. Nigga bring that with him.
Stuff like this, which ultimately dragged him down.
Image. He want that image. I'm gonna go back to Vaughn though, Vlad, because I gotta talk. Dirk was scared of Vaughn. That's
Of
just bottom
course.
line. Him and the rest of them. They knew what Vaughn was into. They knew what type of animal he was before he got out of jail. Like they know, like this dude is a killing, and they still they wanted to be around him. Vaughn got the streets. Dirk ain't got the streets. Vaughn got the streets. They called him grandson. People thinking he King David grandson, but the whole time it was an old guy who gave him that name, grandson. So he had all the streets, and then he got all the real members behind Vaughn. Like all the real Dirk paying for friends. That's how I look at it. Dirk paying for friends, man. All them guys with
Yeah,
Dirk.
I heard that a few times. He be paying. I think that too, though, in a way. I ain't gonna lie. So I guess I'm half and half. Yeah, he paying for niggas to fuck with him. I said that in a couple videos.
They pay everybody who Dirk had with him. They end up getting back and being back in Chicago, and they saying bad things about him, or they saying that he weak and he this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like he buying people, but Vaughn he ain't have to buy no people because people really know.
Rock with
Like if
him.
he say he gonna do something to you, he really gonna do it. Dirk said nobody. Oh man, get yourself you know. But Vaughn they gonna be like, oh yeah, I gotta watch out for him. Vaughn said he gonna kill me. People he was scared of him. They was scared of Vaughn, man. And that was their downfall and destruction. Cause him, by signing, by getting like bringing him around the whole thing, bro. Some people you can't show the lavish life to.
Mm,
You just gotta leave in the hood and probably give him some pounds of weed or whatever you gotta do, man, to keep cool with him. But you can't go on this, you can't go with us, you know.
right.
So you
Or
think that
start some
Vaughn's
shit.
energy? Well, yeah. I mean, you could trace the situation back to Vaughn, obviously. So Vaughn being in his vicinity ultimately led him to his demise.
Yep.
Don't bring this Lil Tim shit up again. God damn, this nigga. Come on, we
Cause
heard
they
this
couldn't
No,
tell
shit 20 times.
him.
Vine no. They
20,000 times.
scared of them. They can't. You can't tell Vine nothing. Anybody who you interview and you ask them that,
Thank you, Trenches, for changing the subject, bro. Lord have mercy. Just stick to what he was doing. Don't go back to the night where Lil Tim did this and he punched Quando and beat him up. We know. We know.
if they say that no, you can't tell Vine nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't say that, they lying.
Now,
You can't
y'all, watch you go back to that shit.
tell Vine nothing. Like nothing, bro.
Well, the fact that Vaughn was gone and he still was running the show in a way is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the streets still with him. The streets still want to get back for Vine. They want to get
Right.
back. And you in the power to be around these dudes. You got the money. And like out of that's the only thing I was surprised at with this Dirk situation, Vlad. Like when they brought up the five guys on the screen, I didn't think Diddy would be there with him because that's Dirk's friend. So
Right.
I definitely didn't think he was gonna be there. But I thought it would be like some people we seeing in these videos waving guns around and jumping around like monkeys. It wasn't none of them. It all KFC workers, man, the janitors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he went to the space station to go and get the guy with the glasses and shit. Like I'm disappointed in Dirk, man. I'm disappointed in Dirk, and he did it, y'all. So y'all get in the comments. He did it, not us. He did the shit.
Okay.
He went on a plane. He got all the millions. You wouldn't do this shit when you was broke. Don't do it when you get some money, man.
Okay.
So, what
I
exactly
could
is
agree with
Dirk's
that.
criminal record? Because I remember I was talking to someone about this, and we are kind of going back and forth. I mean, was Dirk really in the streets, and was he really putting in work before he became a successful rapper?
Hell
I
no.
mean,
Come on.
he was like Dirk would do shit. Like he'll do shit like rob people and stuff
Mhm.
like that. Like he was into doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna take nothing from him, but like far as like a killer and all that, nah, man. It was just
Okay.
people around him, you know, and he was going as he going to the top. You got to take the wolves with you, you know, and he decided
Mm.
to take the wolves with him.
You going to the top, you got to take the wolves with you. That's basically what I was just saying right before all this other little shit. Like, you ain't going to forget your block and you ain't going to forget the people that you basically came up with. You rich and all, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to you got to rock with who was rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody fuck up around me, you gotta move around. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that go. But he took so many people with him to where it sunk him. You know what I'm saying? At being almost $100 million nigga. You really gotta change some shit up, man, cause shit change when you get that type of paper. But obviously that didn't happen like that. So he in the situation he in. But y'all get in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Y'all got three things to do before I end my video. That's like, comment, and subscribe. And it's your boy Big Rob, and it's Big Rob Reacts, man. Till next video, I'm out.